Can you introduce yourself for us?
Hi, I am Eric Robinson, one of the founders of Face Off Unlimited, the creators of BATSU in New York City and Chicago, and now going production in Edinburgh at the Fringe.
Sheesh.
And yeah, it's a Japanese game show experience. Team of international performers doing an improv show that's sort of paired with sushi and sake and a whole dining experience, and it's awesome.
That's actually why I wanted to interview you. I didn't know I was going to get one with Mick. I thought the BATSU idea, what you're doing there is really awesome, and I think it's hilarious. How did you think of that? I mean, obviously it's like kind of based on a Japanese game show, but like walk me through, that morning, that night, you're like, oh.
We were doing one of our sketches for a fundraising event in the East Village, St. Mark's Place in New York City, and we did this fundraising event in the basement of a Pan-Asian restaurant, and we did a lot of wild stuff back then, and it was a really wild comedy bit. A year later, we were walking down St. Mark's Place with a bunch of friends, and he was standing outside of his restaurant, and he's like, "You guys!" And he pulled us into a space, and he was like, "Shots for everybody." We were like a group of 6, 7, 8, I can't remember, and he was like doing shots with us.
That's a business owner.
And then he was like, "To the show!" And we're like, "We don't have a show." And he's like, "No, to the show, okay, to the show." And then we kind of, that second time, it felt a little bit more like a sign from the universe. Back then it was like a ad hoc sort of like duct tape and, whatever we could get our hands on kind of an improv show in the basement. And now it's a full-fledged operation with a restaurant and a theater.
What does it mean to you personally?
Yeah, well, like, people, there's this idea that, you can't make money doing improv, and we've made a career out of it, so it means everything.
What would you recommend to those people starting out, and like, what advice would you give them moving forward?
First off, find people that you love to work with, and people who have strengths where you don't have strengths, and invest in yourself.
It's a great platform for people to grow a lot of different skill sets. It's a welcoming and positive and energizing community for sure.
It doesn't have to be characterized as I make shit up, or I gotta be on the spot. That is like a weird framing that puts a lot of pressure on the person. If it can be reframed as, I am a person who is trained to listen and respond in a mindful way, there's not a person on the planet who doesn't need that improv class.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.